Hey there, cosmic kittens, planetary puppies. It's your girl Catz-The Wandering Intuitive, and we are changing it up once again as per Spirit's guidance for me. That's why I'm the Wandering Intuitive. Wherever they send me, that's where I go. And you never know when that's going to happen, as we all have been experiencing, especially this year. So these are channel messages for those of you who are drawn to this video. This is for your week ahead. All guidance, and remember, take what resonates, pitch out the rest. Okay, if you have cards, I very strongly suggest you pull them out, and you can pull along with me. That way you can clarify. Like, there might be a message and you're not sure if that's for you or not. Upright for yes, reverse for no. Or if you go, okay, I understand, but I have some more questions or need more clarification, you can pull and open that up more for yourself. So on that note, remember, take what resonates and pitch out the rest. And this is timeless, so when you find this, it's the right time for you. Everything you need to know about me down below in the description box below. Remember, if I jive with your vibe, please like, share, and subscribe. That's what keeps me coming back, guys. Thank you for your support. Okay. The moon, the boat, and the whip right off the bat. There's a couple of messages there. The first one was the moon. This full moon is still running in full power, okay? Even though she's starting to wane, of course, or wax. Spirit saying it's going to be very clear, any fear-based delusions or illusions. Sorry, my light will do that when I'm channeling, so hold on one moment. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's keep going. Okay, so you might see it flash back on. No panic, okay? All right, so this is about highlighting any misconceptions or illusions or delusions we may have had that's fear-based. Like being spun in a different direction, being spun from moving in the right direction due to fear. And it may not look like it, may not even present like that anymore, because we have become aware of those, fear-based behavior patterns, thoughts, especially like procrastination, queen or king of excuses. Yeah. It's even starting to mess with people's physical body, because we have been moving forward and doing, for those of you doing the work, you understand what I mean. It's starting to sabotage when we're at our most vulnerable. Okay, but we're aware of that. We're slowly coming out. Spirit does hear you guys out there. We have to take an action. We just have to push through just a step. Spirit will be able to support us. Spirit does hear our prayers and does want to answer each one of them. It's not like they don't want to, but sometimes, more often than not, it requires one action from us. We have to take that scary step. And then, poof, you'd be shocked and go, oh, that's all I had to do. You know what I mean? So, this week for some of you, this is about cracking that whip. Discipline, 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 discipline. Keep moving forward. Okay? Spirit's going to show you where there's a halt. Okay? When your movement, where you've been blocking, okay? Now, for others, because of your discipline, the moon is highlighting the path very, very clearly. In fact, it's going to open up and boop, there you are. And it's going to move quickly, okay? Whatever that is. That could be a job opportunity. It could be love, meeting a future partner. You may not know it at the time, okay? Expect the unexpected, but expect unexpected blessings. So in other words, stay present so you don't miss out on that which Spirit's bringing you. Sometimes if we are not present, we do miss these opportunities. They come back around again, because, what is ours always will return to us. But it kind of sucks when you find out later it was right there in front of you. Oh, if I had done this, then that. Okay. We have the garden with the rider and the lily. Definitely messages coming in. Maybe invitations for quite a few of you watching this. And also opportunities, or maybe even a help with financial burdens or a crisis that you're having. The lilies at the end are bringing peace. These messages are happening in the physical plane with the rider arriving at your quote-unquote door. This could be, social media messages, some kind of communication. Spirit is writing it very quickly here, okay? You do have support, but the garden talks about socializing. If you have not been going out, Spirit says now's the time. They are bringing in opportunities for you to step out of the chrysalis state. Your chrysalis state has been finished for a while, but out of fear, we just kind of tuck in. I'm not sure if I'm ready. Maybe something new came in and you feel like you screwed it up, and you go down in disappointment and discouragement. Spirit is definitely sending us good, beautiful growth energy, showing us how much we have grown, okay? And peace is there, is one of our flowers in our spiritual, mental, and emotional garden, okay? We have the dog, which in my decks represents guardian angels, okay? We have the fox and the child. So for some of you, you are being guided by, please listen to the signs. Pay attention to those signs in the physical plane. They are directly guiding, like a dog kind of herding you, okay? Like a border collie, okay? Herding you to a great new opportunity. A small new start, but it's big. It's good big, okay? Big, like reverberations down ahead, down the road for you. Everything's going to, see, thank you, Spirit. This is going to be a very important step in your journey. The fox also represents being clever and creativity. If you've been creatively blocked, this is going to open it up for you. Like, you're going to be on fire. Okay. Confidence, motivation, everything. It's a small, new, but very powerful beginning. Okay. Spirit is definitely coming in the physical plane straight to you. Okay. Now, also, for those of you still kind of like, in the discouragement, kind of downer energy, feeling, I bet I'm so tired, or I don't feel good, I understand health issues. I'm no doctor, okay? No doctor. But Spirit's definitely going to be sending messages very clearly on where that discipline needs to come in. They're going to send it with an opportunity, one of those things like, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse, okay? That's pretty much what Spirit's going to do, okay? But when you say yes, they want you to make a decision then, because for some of you it's an opportunity that's been around before. Then you're like, no, not now. I'm too busy, or something was going on. Here it comes again. And it's seriously going to be in an offer that you can't refuse. Now, it's something that would make you happy, but then maybe you're worried about the people around you. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. But what about this? Don't worry about it. Spirit says, if it feels good, say yes right off the bat. Okay. If it doesn't, don't. All right. Just yes or no. There's no, give me a couple days or something. Because like I said, for some of you, this feels very familiar, like it's come around again. But maybe I'm going to say it, don't shoot the messenger, right? Here's how we're wording this. Any excuses you made last time when this similar or same opportunities came before will not fly this time. It just won't. And that has to do with you. We'll clarify that in a minute with tarot. The boat and the rider. Some of you may have an opportunity to travel with the fox. This is something that's going to be a lot more fun than it appears, even if it is for work. And here's another thing too. For those of you traveling or planning to travel this week, if you are into photography, painting, drawing, or anything creative like that, the journey that you're going to be heading towards is going to spark that within you. Do not hold it back. Take the time to take that picture. Draw that, paint, whatever it is. I think some of you do understand what I'm saying there. You need to unleash your creativity there. Sorry, Spirit's like hammering me right now. To open up and really enjoy the travel. I feel like for some of you, you're going to get an opportunity to travel. Could be by water, but I just feel like it's a travel. It could even be like just going out of town for a hot minute in the next city over or whatever. But it's something that's going to motivate you, boost your confidence, kind of relight that fire. Sometimes we just need to get out of the house for a day. A whole day. Not an hour, not 5 minutes, 10 minutes to the store and back. It's a whole day. And maybe for some of you, it's going to be overnight. Please take advantage of that. You're going to come back feeling very strong. And we want to keep that momentum up. That's where the whip counts. Okay. Now, get on that discipline. Watch those thoughts. Okay. There's no reason to be cruel to yourself. Okay. No reason to be cruel to yourself. Calling yourself stupid or a dumbass, or, you know, cussing yourself out or beating yourself up. That is some of the toxic traits that we do not want. Spirit says they wouldn't talk to you that way. Why would you talk to yourself that way? Is it because others have? You need to start really looking at that. That's got to stop. That is not in our original programming. We need to be kinder. Some of us don't even know what love is. What our version was completely not true. What we were raised to understand what love is, what we were chasing after, what we thought love, that was love. And we find that all got wiped out. Spirit's like, nope. And we're trying to learn to love ourselves. How do you love? You go by how you're feeling. You go by how your heart lifts up, how you feel so overwhelmed with a blessing. Somebody, you know, gives you something, gifts you something, and you just get so overwhelmed with joy and happiness you cry. That's that overwhelming, that makes you feel good, and you want to share that with others. That's love. It comes from us. Other people can like add to it, you know, kind of feed that vibe equally. But most importantly, if we're not feeling that, we're damn well not going to find one that outside ourselves is going to, you know, feed our fire. That's up to us. Okay. But Spirit is saying, have peace with these new beginnings, these small new starts that are coming in with the lily and the child. This has got to be in place. Okay. Discipline. Crack that whip. Okay. Now, for those of you who haven't been sleeping well, Spirit wants you to know it's time to prioritize rest. The brain needs rest. This is a big one. Spirit saying the brain has to have more hours of sleep than you're allowing it. They said there's no excuse for it. Your lack of sleep for going on for weeks, maybe months. You can tell by the way you're thinking, how you're processing stuff. It's time to put that as a priority, guys, okay? Rest, rest, rest. I know it's like easier said than done. No, I get it. But there's patterns there that lead up to that. That could even be self-sabotaging. But why? We need to look at that, don't we? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is very discerning. Okay? This is not the Ice Queen. This is someone who can look at something objectively, and if she is triggered, she goes, give me a minute, so she can really calm herself down and address the trigger, especially if it's someone just asking for advice or maybe, you know, asking you to do something, or even an invitation could set us off. There's a 5 of Wands right there. Okay. So, we need to step back. No one makes us feel anything. We are in our own bodies. We are in charge of this vehicle we're walking around in, okay? Okay? So when we get all riled up, well, I'm tired, I'm annoyed and stuff. Well, yeah, but maybe you woke up that way too. I mean, I've done it. I ain't gonna lie, you know? But the thing is, it may not be 90% of the time. It's not even the other person's fault. They have no idea. They don't know what kind of day you had. They don't know how you felt when you woke up. Maybe you're in utter pain. Maybe your back went out when you were asleep. You get up and go, damn. You know what I mean? Maybe you're just tired. Maybe you're just tired of being tired. Tired of drinking energy drinks and nothing's happening on that front. It's like, that doesn't even do anything for me. Then I can't sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be very aware. This is where the discipline comes in, because a lot of people have been acting out towards people that have nothing to do with their issues at all. And they think they have a right to do that to people who have nothing to do with their situation. We're talking cashiers, customer service reps, friends, family, clients, business. It's time to settle it down. If you're angry, deep down, if you're in pain in the heart, deep down, that is something you have to dig into. Like Spirit sent a very strong message before I started pulling for you guys, and it was this: stop fighting and start listening. The very aspect of yourself that makes you angry or get you feeling like you're down and just heavy and just, I can feel it. And then we fight it, and then we get angry because we feel like we're not winning. And the thing is, and then talking to ourselves in a negative way, talking about other people in negative ways, talking to other people in negative ways, because we are not happy and we're miserable and we want this to stop. Spirit's message was this: that aspect that's coming out in the negative tone that you're battling against, that's its way of just getting your attention. Listen to me. It doesn't mean it wants you to do what it's provoking you into doing. You know what I mean? It's just trying to get your attention. Kind of like kids that flip out, like just lose their crap and go nuts because they're trying to get your attention. Our past behavior patterns act the same way, especially if you've been doing the work, okay? So remember to be mindful. Any battles, any unnecessary... all I can say it like this. Spirit says, if you think it's okay for you to go out there and act like a jerk, okay? I know it's not going to... Just take what resonates, okay? A Spirit's going to show you why that is not beneficial to who you are now. Not only that, but Spirit's going to show you very clearly where that aspect's coming from. Pay attention to your dreams. Write down as much as you can when you wake up. Okay, Spirit is talking to you guys very clearly. All right, now I'm reading this one sideways. This is the Two of Cups, okay? Some people have met new people, and this is in general, guys, not just love. It could be friends, new friendships, new bosses, whatever, okay? New people, all right? And it's kind of, it's like, oh, yeah, hey, cool, but then not feeding it, not engaging. There's a little bit of a fear there, a little bit of hesitation. Spirit wants you to bring that up. That's something that's going to come up this week. Maybe any new people, or maybe there's an opportunity to meet new people, and maybe you were like, oh, that sounds cool to go to, and just, because you're going to meet new, you're doing an experience. You always run into people and meet people and experiences, right? But Spirit says remember we were talking about procrastination, about traveling, going. This is going to be kind of poked at you again. Like, hey, you'll know. Spirit will send you a clear sign that, hey, come this way. You're going to enjoy it. Okay. King of Swords. King and Queen on the table. Okay. So with these in the upright, this is good. Okay. This is about mastering the emotions, not letting the emotions dictate your decisions, okay? It has to come from your beautiful higher self, what you physically are feeling, okay? When the emotions get riled up, it's really hard to make any decisions. So Spirit's asking people to step back and then let your mind clear, walk through it, talk through it, whatever it is for you, okay? So you can make those decisions. Now, number 2, big message. Decisions you want to make very clearly, and make sure they're not for something right this moment. You want something you're not going to regret down the road. Like, say you decide to purchase something, like, a little extra. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to do this, knowing, or maybe not even realizing that maybe you weren't thinking ahead with the bills, or an unexpected expense comes up, and then, or something you really super need shows up, and you didn't even, it didn't cross your mind, but something was telling you, oh, I don't know, no, I'm going to do it, because it feels good to do that for ourselves, to just splurge, we've been so tight, right, with this economy the way it is. But Spirit is really going to be showing you guys very clear about how important it is to make decisions when you are clear. Not when you're depressed. Like spending money is a big one, the Spirit's saying. Okay? Because you want to make decisions now. Nothing's going to band-aid you but you. Nothing outside yourself is going to fulfill that. If you're buying things because it makes you feel better for the moment, it's not going to sustain you down the road. And then we realize that we made a bad investment, wish we had that money back, okay? So make sure when you're making decisions, whether it's purchases or a choice, you know, make sure you're making decisions that will not have regrets down the road, okay? Does that make sense? Make good decisions for yourself today, and they're going to grow into something beautiful tomorrow, okay? And that's the truth. So on that note, guys, thank you for hanging in there with me. Remember, if you guys want a reading, you can always go to my website, thewanderingintuitive.com. You can also join me on Instagram, where I post specials. I have a big banger special going on Instagram right now. It's going to end on the 31st of July. There's 3 different readings, 1 low price. All the information you need to know about me to find me on social media down below in the description box below. All right, your guidance, or your blessings, I should say. Purification water, emotional cleansing and rejuvenation. Really taking that whole thing about stop fighting and start listening to that voice that's, you know, making you feel angry, miserable, you know, kind of feeding that energy. Water is going to be a big major thing for you, especially with this full moon. You might want to get some jar of water. Make sure just the moon's still strong energy. It can still bless that water for you, so you can get that beautiful healing and cleansing. Okay, do visualizations in the shower for a moment as you're getting ready for your day. While you're in the shower, you could just ask your angels to charge up that water to help cleanse your auric field, and also to help reinforce your protective shield against any negative influences. And that's everything. And just feel that water on you. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water too. There also, I always ask my angels to bless the water I drink, so that I can heal and I can clear and I can cleanse. Okay, hidden gifts, sadness and ending a new beginning. So for those of you who just experienced the end of a cycle, an ending definitively, it could be the sadness that's still kind of keeping you down, making you feel very discouraged, you know, making you just, it's like, why bother? Spirit's about to bring this beautiful new beginning in to show you why. For a lot of you actually are going to see why things had to go the way they did. It's just so this new beginning could come in, because it couldn't come in while the other thing was in the way. Okay. And everything's moving quick this week. Ghosts of harmony, power, self-confidence, productivity. And we were talking about that. The more you discipline, the more of this beautiful motivational and enthusiastic energy, feeling better, feeling more energetic, having more energy. Start off slow, especially if you've had body issues, you know, like pulled muscles or been sore and stuff, or been ill. Trust me when I say this, slow and steady will win this race. It just takes a step. Just takes one action from you to get the ball rolling. And Spirit is definitely going to be there right next to you, and maybe even ahead of you. So remember, keep your eyes and ears open for signs in the physical plane, because Spirit is guiding you very clearly this week. Take care.